Good day, everyone, and our topic for this day is about solving roots of the quadratic equations using scientific calculator, particular to Casio FX991MS. Kahit anong ganitong klaseng Casio ay pwede. So here are the steps on how to solve for the roots of the given quadratic equations. And sa paggamit ng calculator, we can able to find the roots that are real and imaginary. And depende yun lagi sa given. Okay, first step is to identify the A, B, and C from the given equation. And before you have those values, so make sure na ang quadratic equation natin ay naka-general form. Second step is iset natin ng EQN sa calculator. Mode plus mode plus mode plus 1. Itong 1 na ito ay nagpapakita ng function na EQN, then arrow to the right, then input 2. Yung 2 na yan ay maglalabas ng degree. Ibig sabihin, yung equation natin is in degree of 2. Next, after this, we have to input the values of A, B, and C. Okay, whatever the values of A, B, and C, input mo lang dyan, A equals, B equals, C equals. So, pagkapindot mo na last equal, lalabas yung x sub 1 and x sub 2. So, next is, kapag walang nakalagay na R and I dun sa upper right ng calculator, ibig sabihin, yung mga roots natin ay real. Okay, pero pag visible itong double-headed arrow, R and I, real and imaginary, ibig sabihin yung mga roots natin dyan is composed of a real number and an imaginary number. So, kapag nakuha natin yung ganitong symbol sa upper right ng calculator, we have to write our answer composing a real number and imaginary number, plus and minus between those terms, and sa last term ay maglalagay tayo ng I doon sa term na imaginary. So, for us to understand this, let us have our examples. Using the calculator, make sure na nakaset ng ating calculator to EQN. So, set natin. Okay, use the 3 modes. Click natin. We have mode, mode, and mode. Lalabas ang EQN. Then, type 1. Okay, so, in here, we're not using the unknowns. And ang gagamitin natin is yung degree. Okay, since we're dealing with quadratic equations, and we all know that the quadratic equations are in second degree, so type 2. Okay, so now, we can now able to solve for the roots of the given quadratic equation. Okay, so next is to solve the A, B, and C in the given equation and make sure na naka-general form yung ating equations. So, obviously, ang given quadratic equation natin ay naka-general form. So, in number 1, we have x squared minus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, so in here, A is equal to 1, B is equal to negative 4, and C is equal to negative 5. Okay, let us put all those values in our calculator. So, A is 1. Then, i-click po natin ang equals. And then, B is a negative 4. Negative 4. Then, equals. And C is a negative 5. Negative 5. Then, equals. So, dito lalabas ang x sub 1. So, x sub 1 natin is positive 5. And x sub 2 natin dito is, click mo lang din yung equals, that is a negative 1. So, kapag kiniklik natin ito, wala kayong makikita dyan na R and I with 2 double-headed arrows. So, ibig sabihin yung 5 and negative 1 are real numbers. So, the roots of x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals 0 are 5 and negative 1. Next, example number 2. we have 2x squared minus 5x equals negative 1. We all know that this kind of equation is not yet in general form. So, to make it in general form, transpose natin yung nag-iisang term dun sa isang side equation. And we will have 2x squared minus 5x. And then, pag yung negative 1, ilipat sa kabila, magiging positive 1. Then, equals 0. Okay, since ito na yung naka-general form na, we can able to find the A, B, and C. A is equal to 2, B is negative 5, and C is positive 1. So, after identifying all those values, let us input it in our calculator. Okay, so, click natin ang on. And yung A, input natin yung 2. So, 2. Then, equals, B is negative 5. So, click negative 5, then equals, then C is equal to 1, so type 1, then equals. So, lumabas sa ating calculator na yung mga roots natin is x sub 1 with 2 i-rounded off natin to 2 decimal places, so 2.28, then click mo lang din equals para makita yung second root, x sub 2 is equal to 0.22. So, obviously, yung ating roots ay hindi whole number. And as we click yung equals natin, wala tayong makikita na R and I sa upper right. Ibig sabihin, yung roots natin na 2.28 and 0.22 are real roots or real numbers of this given quadratic equation. Next, number 3. We have x squared minus 16 equals 0. Again, this equation is in general form wherein lahat ng terms ay nakalagay sa isang side equation. So, here, A is equal to 1. B is, wala tayong term na may variable x. So, B is 0. And C is, since 16, negative 16 is a constant term. So, C is negative 16. Okay, so click AC or yung on. Okay, so yung A natin, type mo yung 1, then equals. Okay, B is 0, so type 0, then equals. And C natin is a negative 16 equals. Okay, so ang first root natin is positive 4, and then the second root is negative 4. Okay, so as we click again yung equals dyan, wala tayong makikita na R and I sa upper right. Therefore, yung 4 and negative 4 are real numbers. And these are the roots of x squared minus 16 equals 0. Example number 4. If we have x squared equals negative 25. So, to make it in general form, use transposition. We have x squared plus 25 equals 0. So, A is equal to 1, B is 0 obviously, and C is equal to positive 25. So, let us type 1 as A, 0 as B, and C is 25. So, our x sub 1 is 5i. Okay, yung I, may kita nyo dito sa lower right, nakatabi ng 5. Ibig sabihin, yung first root natin ay imaginary number. And our x sub 2 is negative 5, then I. Okay, so kapag meron nakalagay na I dyan, that means our roots are imaginary. Pure imaginary. Last example, if we have 3x squared equals 2x minus 5. So, in here, this is not yet in general form. So, to make it in general form, dapat lahat ng terms ay nasa isang side ng equation. So, in here, we have 3x squared. Okay, transpose natin si positive 2x by negative 2x. And then, transpose natin si negative 5 by positive 5. Then, equate to 0. So, A is equal to 3. B is equal to negative 2, and C is equal to 5. So, let us have those roots ng given equation natin. A is 3, B is negative 2, equals and C is 5, then equals. So, dito nakita natin, makikita natin dyan na yung nasa baba ay real number. And meron pa siyang kaakibat na imaginary number. So, isusulat natin siya in such a way na isusulat muna natin yung mga real numbers, 0.33. And then, yung second root, lagyan din natin ng real number na 0.33. And katulad na explain natin kanina, dalawa magiging roots dyan. Yung isa ay plus and yung isa ay minus. And then the other term is an imaginary number. So yung isa ay plus and then yung isa ay minus. And para makuha natin yung imaginary part ng roots natin, gagamitin natin yung shift, then equals. Doon sa equals, makikita natin yung RE with double-headed arrow, then IM. Okay, so here, we are going to click shift, then equals. Dun sa equals, makikita mo yung R and REN-IM. So, shift, then equals. So, ang katumbas niya na imaginary part is plus 1.25, then I. Okay, and then ganun din dito sa kabila. Minus 1.25i. Okay, so the roots of 3x squared equals 2x minus 5 are 0.33 plus 1.25i and 0.33 minus 1.25i. So, to reset our calculator, so, i-click nyo lang yung on, and then, balik nyo lang din yung shift, click nyo na po yung shift, mode, and then, paki-type ang 3, i-reset natin lahat ang nakalagay dito, 3, and then, equals. Okay, then, equals ulit. So, ang lalabas na dati, sa ating calculator, dapat ay yung D.